It's a Manchester derby time. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. Yes, hello, welcome into Living Sports here for another episode of Glory Hunter here on FM22 here with Manchester United. And as you can see, I'm really excited because we're winning games and we're doing well, and that's just what I want to do here at Man United. 1 year, win everything we need to, and then leave. That's the hope anyway. As you can see from the screen in front of you, are currently top of the table. We have a game in hand on Manchester City, and we're still ahead of them by a point. We do play up against Man City today in the second game of the episode. We do have a Champions League game before that, but we're doing pretty well. The only blip is that 0-0 draw we had up against Tottenham. If you look at the schedule since we last met, where we beat Liverpool 5-1, we have played 5 games. We played one in the Carabao Cup, doesn't really matter, not one we need to win, but we won 3-0 in that one anyway. We beat Sheffield United 3-0 in the league, Rashford and Nico and Ndidi with goals in that. We beat Porto for the second time in the Champions League group stage. Goals from Sancho, Rashford and Livramento there. Then we beat Bournemouth 4-2. Niang with a couple, Nusa and Ndidi. And then we beat Watford thanks to Sancho, Willert and Niang. Today we play up against Ajax in the Champions League. And then a top of the table clash. Manchester derby up against Man City. If we have a look at our Champions League, we've already technically qualified, but we haven't won the group yet. Play today up against Ajax, as I say, and depending how results go elsewhere, we might have confirmed first place. If not, then the next episode will include the game against Lyon and a chance to see if we can top this group. But as you can see from the Premier League table, 2-horse race. Looks like at this moment in time, ourselves and Man City. Man City have lost 2 games though, 1 to Newcastle, 1 to Arsenal. We are currently unbeaten. We're just amazing. It's as simple as that. Absolutely amazing. We're without doubt the best team in the league. Without doubt the best team in the world, probably. So we need to win all the tournaments. We currently have injuries to Thielman. He's out for a couple of months, and Michel's just coming back from an injury. But apart from that, it's a full-strength squad we have. But we're not playing a full-strength team. We're playing a rotated side for the one against Ajax, resting some of our important players in preparation for the big important game against Man City. This game, not so important. If we lose it, we just have to make sure and beat Lyon in the last game of the season. So we'll play a rotated side for this one. Galini in goal, Mbete and Mustafa at the back, Lamptey and Wijndal out in the wide fullback positions. Ndidi, Gallagher and Nico the midfield 3, Niang on the right, Nusa on the left and Willert leading the line. We've got Sancho and Rashford sat on the bench. Hopefully we won't need them. Chance early on, 3 minutes in, the ball was swung in there, but they have cleared it away, have Ajax. We're a side that don't often concede a lot of goals. You know, against Porto in the last episode we conceded a couple, we conceded one to Liverpool, but we're normally quite good defensively. So let's see, even with this rotated side, if we can do that today. Bellanova down the right, the ball in the middle, and we nearly conceded a goal. Just as I was saying, they were really good defensively. We do break away though, Nusa has it. Is he going to go and get a chance for us? Willert with it now, hits it. It will fall to nobody and goes out for a throw. Here we go, throw in for us, deep in our own half. Can we make it all the way up the other end of the field though? It's a weird formation Porto are playing, a 4-2-2-2, but with defensive and central midfielders. So a lot of people in the middle of the park. We should have lots of space out wide as Lamptey has it. Can he cross the ball in? Gallagher does. Willert doesn't get up for the header, and Traore comes away with it. And maybe Ajax can break away. Did I say Porto earlier? I meant to say Ajax. Anyway, we're playing against Ajax. Traore, we're in number 2, but playing up front. That's very, very annoying in my mind. But nonetheless, Mustafa has the ball now, and he launches it toward Niang. He comes forward, finds Lamptey, who's well on the overlap on that right-hand side. Back into Gallagher, forward to Lamptey. Now Niang is in behind the defence. He crosses it to Nusa, and that's a wonderful goal, as we just see Porto go ahead at Lyon as well. Which means if it stays like this, we are through in first place. Corner kick for Ajax here. The ball swung in and we've just about cleared it away. But Van Dijk, I'm assuming not the one that's at Liverpool. I think he plays in central midfield here for Ajax. Had a fantastic shot for the edge of the box here, but we have just about kept it out. Ball swung in again and we're cleared away, and Lamptey comes away with it. And Porto ahead 2-0 now, which means we are through as group winners. No Michelle on the field today, so it means that the free kick is going to be taken by someone else, and it's going to be Nusa who curls this one in. And even if Michelle's not here, we've got someone else who can do a wonderful goal from Nusa there, curled into the top corner, round the 5-man wall. Whoa, no chance for the keeper. 2-0 we lead. Lamptey throws it into Gallagher, back to Lamptey, Mustafa heads. I need to sort that in my tactic for a throw. I have a centre back going forward. Surely he leaves us open for the breakaway, you would have thought. Anyway, Nico with it, springs the ball into Niang at the back post, and that's headed wide. Throw in from Windal here, and we pass it around on that left-hand side. Nico, back to Windal. What's he going to do? Ball into the middle. Niang heads, and that's just over the top of the bar. What a chance. Lamptey throws it in. I love the highlights of starting with our throw-in as he goes down this right-hand side now. Lamptey, can he cross it in? He gets to the byline, back to Gallagher, back to Lamptey. Ball in the middle. Nico heads it. Nico nearly got himself on the score sheet. Niang has it on the right-hand side here for us. Back to Lamptey. We're attacking down this right-hand side again. Into Niang. Can he square it across? He does. And Nusa tucks in his third. They're going to check for offside, though. I'm assuming on Niang and not Nusa. But if it stands, Nusa's got his hat-trick. And the goal has been awarded. Niang was obviously nowhere near being offside as Lamptey plays the ball in there. It's a good ball across. In fact, it could have been Nusa or it could have been Willer in there who got that goal. There was both of them available in the middle of the box. But it went to Nusa and he's got his hat-trick. And he can probably come off if he really wanted now. Well, that's just what you want to see, isn't it, if you're Ajax? You're 3-0 down and we bring on Rashford, Stansfield and Fofana as our 3 substitutes. Not going to get any easier for them. Ball launched long by the Ajax keeper. Not very well, though. It went straight to Windal here on that left-hand side, who comes down the line into Willer, who's now playing in the left wing for us. Niang heads that just over. Hundreds of chances for us in this one, hopefully. Hopefully we have just as many in the game up against Man City in a few days' time as we got it again. Ball into the middle, cleared by the keeper and headed along. But Mbete has it, finds Lamptey. Acres of space for our fullbacks here. With them not playing any wingers, it's just... they've just got absolutely no chance defending against them. As Ndidi collects it, finds Stansfield and Windal. Forward to Stansfield. Can he put the ball into Rashford? He tries. It's cleared away to Lamptey. No one's anywhere near him. Puts the ball into Gallagher. Back to Lamptey. Ndidi now hits him a long way out. Oh, it's off the frame of the goal. What a chance. He scored a couple of goals for us now, Ndidi. All of them. I say all of them. Both of them long-range strikes. And that was nearly another one for him there. This is just under 10 minutes to go. And Ajax play the ball out from the back. And now they launch it long. Are we going to win the header? Windal does indeed. And Stansfield collects it. Launches it to Gallagher and Rashford. And it's intercepted by Ajax, who launch it long again. And we collect it. It's just a bit end-to-end action. Long ball after long ball. And eventually we bring it down here with Lamptey. He tried to find Niang. That was a poor ball. We've got it back though as Mbete comes out wide for some reason into Stansfield. He switches it to Willett and the overlap from Windal if he wants it. He finds Rashford, got to finish. He does off the inside of the post, but they're checking for offside. And the goal's been awarded and it is a goal for Rashford. Windal finds Rashford. We lead 4-0. I tell you, that Porto game's got exciting. 4-3 for Porto now. Leon had a bit of a comeback going on there to try to get themselves ahead in that one and keep the title race alive for this group. Not going to work though as we lead 5-0 here now thanks to Niang's goal. The assist from Stansfield. And we win that game 5-0. Porto won theirs 5-3, which means that we are top of the group. We will progress as group winners. Leon and Porto will fight out over who comes second, depending on how we get on in our next game against Leon. Or we'll play another rotated side because we don't need our first team to be playing in that Champions League group stage. Ajax, unfortunately for them, being a bit of the whipping boys of the group, and they will be out of Europe after Christmas. Right, we've got a few days now, 4 days until the Man City game, so we'll see you for that one. Top of the table clash, Manchester Derby. Very exciting indeed. Right, here we are the Saturday lunchtime game up against Manchester City, and here is the team that we are going to use for this one. Henderson in goal, Fofana, Guindo at the back, Livramento and Windal out in the wide fullback positions, and Ndidi, Bellingham and Stansfield the midfield three. And Ndidi just been so solid in that defensive midfield role since he took over from Ravella a few games ago. I know initially it was Ravella in there and Ndidi was a backup. But Ndidi's just so good in there, and I feel bad that Ravella's lost his place because he's really good as well. But Ndidi's just so good in there. Michelle comes back on the right. You can see he's struggling for a bit of fitness. Probably won't play the whole game. We still have Niang on the bench who can come on for him if need be. Sancho on the left and Rashford up front. Should be a good one. Let's get into it. Man City are playing the three at the back. Very interesting indeed. Let's see how we can do up against that. As Pedro Porro, the man who scored for Spain against us as Portugal manager, swings in across there, and it's bounced about in the box and just about cleared away from us. Yeah, Pedro Porro, we don't like him. He scored against us when we were Portugal manager, knocked us out the World Cup at the quarter-final stage. Boo him. We have a throw though, Wijndal into Sancho, Stansfield with it, he hits it, is blocked, and Bellingham gets fouled on the edge of the box here, and there's a chance for a free kick. Who's going to step up to take this one? It's Sancho, not Michel. Sancho swings in, no, it's just wide of the goal. Throw in on the left hand side, Ndidi with it, back to Stansfield, Sancho now into the box, back to Ndidi, Bellingham unmarked at the back post, and it's a wonderful, wonderful headed finish from Bellingham. No one anywhere near him. How did he wander into that box without anyone marking him at all? We can watch him here. He wanders in, look totally unmarked. No one anywhere near him. He makes a little darting run to the back post. Unmarked. Heads it over the goalkeeper. 15 minutes in and we lead 1-0. And we are 4 points clear at the top of the table if it stays like this with a game in hand. And Wijndal throws in the ball to Sancho, and we've got it again. We scored when we threw in for the left-hand side the last time. Let's see if we can do it again here. Guindo into Fofana, into Bellingham again. Stansfield, Michel, wonderful football, and it's nearly turned in by this defender into his own goal. One of the men playing centre-back for Man City is Stergiou, who we sold actually just before we left as Monaco manager, when we were still in the belief we were going to be Monaco manager for this season. We sold him to Man City for £50 million, and now we're coming up against him. Thankfully, he's not playing that well, and we are beating Man City as it stands. Another throw on the left, Wijndal, ball into Rashford. That's a penalty, surely. It's going to check with VAR, but we will see what they say. I'm going to say penalty kick. Let me know in the comments what you think before this comes up. Too late. It is a penalty, and we're going to have a chance to go 2-0 up here. Marcus Rashford will be the penalty kick taker. He hits it and he scores. He missed his last one he took for us, but he scored this one. His 11th goal of the season. We lead 2-0 at the Etihad here. We are going to win this game unless somehow Man City can turn things around. 15 minutes to go. I've not yet made a change. Probably should, but we'll see what happens from this highlight. As Ederson clears it long, and Sunsup Bill there, Bell is how you say that word, not Bill, had a great chance there. It came off the frame of the goal, and then we've just about cleared it, but it's only went as far as Vinicius Tobias here, who puts the ball in, and Livramento clears it. And now we're going to make some changes with just 10 minutes to go. Michel, off you come. We'll bring on Niang for you. Tariq Lamptey can come in at left back. And we'll keep another one just in case any injury happens in the next 5-10 minutes of this game. It looks like, though, we are going to hold on and win this one quite comfortably in the end. Indeed, he can come off. We'll bring on Ravella for him. Corner kick. It shouldn't result in anything because it happened as a highlight when we were making changes. But just in case something does happen, we'll keep an eye on it. But I don't imagine it will. Corner kick. Saka swings it in here, and Messias heads that straight into Henderson's hands. And nothing has happened, and it's 3 minutes of added time, all finished. And we've won that one 2-0. Not too many highlights in that game, actually, but enough to get us the victory. A 2-0 win, more than deserved. Nice work, everyone. It puts us 4 points clear at the top of the table. We still have a game in hand. If we win that in January, whenever that game against Everton's going to be, 7 points would be clear. Have we already won the league? Already? Really? Well, having a look at the schedule, there's not much point in showing that game against Leon. I was considering doing it, but we've already come first, so it doesn't matter what happens there. So we're going to move on, and we'll probably come back at some point here in January. Is it going to be FA Cup third round time? And maybe that game against Everton I promised to show you a few episodes ago that got moved to January. Maybe around then. I don't know. I don't think there's much point in showing you anything in December because it's not really going to advance us any further. Maybe FA Cup time and a game either side of that could be the thing to show you. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to advance our way through December and show you how we've got on. It's a very busy period. It's a game every, 2 games a week for months. Like, it's been 2 games a week through November, all December. It's going to be the same all the way through January. it's busy, and it's only going to get more busy as we get further through in the Champions League as well. So if you have enjoyed this one, a lovely 5-0 win against Ajax and a 2-0 victory in the Manchester derby, top of the table clash up against Man City. We won that one 2-0. Please leave a like on it if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so you don't miss a thing. And until the next one, which will be the start of our FA Cup run, we'll see you then.